So in this lecture, we will talk about further some details about our articles. Here in the content brief, you can see that we use the specific type of predicates like improve, increase, develops, makes better, and physical performance and these type of stuff. So we also use all these specific things in our articles. We also use these specific type of predicates in page site or in a page wide. For example, if you see the research section, sometimes we use the research from the Peking University, sometimes we use the search from University Hospital Matrist on Dehydration. Universities, sometimes we use the research from Arizona State University. Sometimes we use the research from the Australian institutes, or sometimes we use the research from the journal American College of Nutrition. So here are three things that you should need to understand is first of all, if you have the specific type of named entity, since I keep everything practical, I did not go in the definitions, but just for the sake of understanding, the named entity is basically the entity that mentioned with a specific name. For example, rather you can say the city, you mention the name of the city, that is Lahore or Islamabad. These are the named entities. So when you have these specific type of named entities in your articles, or you can use the research organizations or alternative specific organizations, these specific type of researchers, for example, we use the quotation marks with the exact name of research. If I search this specific research on a Google, it directly appears the effects of dehydration and rehydration. And you also see that this specific research is appear on a different resources. Here we bring us to the 3 points. First, why we did not link out that we called in the traditional SEO or normal in SEO external link. Why we did not give the external link to these researches, and why we did not create the paragraph at the end of the article. It's basically like piling all the researches and put at the bottom of the article. First of all, that specific research part did not mean anything to the search engines, and we do like piling all the researches at the bottom, give the specific numerical values and distribute or put here the numerical values like 1 2 3 in the article. For the search engine, these numerical values like 1 2 3 4, it don't have any relevance to your topic. And the third thing is that, as I already said, the section that we create at the bottom of the references is did not have any meaning, any context for the search engine. So my suggestion is to you everything make more readable, more connected, more direct context of the paragraph, and keep your page rank and overall authority in your specific page. Try basically to integrate the researcher name and research organization, date of research, topic of research, subject count of research directly in your article. Like you can use these specific type of different, you can ask the around entities or numeric values or the context about the research to refer to that specific research, but you did not give the external link. It dilute or it pass the page rank and decrease our own page overall authority. You can also use this specific AI system consensus.app for researches. This is also the best source in the AI era. You can also use the search operators to find more researches. Like for example, here we have the researcher author. We take it, their name, and we search here with a quotation mark, or you can say the search operator. The purpose here is that to find the best authority for any kind of topic, and this is also give you the more detail about one specific research. You can also find the relevant research for most relevant your topic. For example, here if I search about the digestion, if you can see in the digestion section, we give here the dehydration and hypohydration promote poor digestive health and are associated with the delayed digestion, bloating, gastric fluid, reflux, and the constipation. For example, researchers from the Department of Gastroenterology at a university hospital, Maastricht, found that dehydration leads to delayed gastric emptying. Adhering to recommended daily liquid intake 2.7 liters for women and 3.7 liters for men, adjust for personal circumstances will help ensure healthy digestion. So here we give the research for the specific context or the topic that are relevant to that, and we justify this statement. To be able to find more research papers or more researches further, you can use also these type of search operators like this. Now it gives us to the PDF, and in URL you can ask like edu, show me the edu websites and give me the PDF. You can also use these type of specific search operator to find your relevant info. So one more thing here, you need the citations and the researches from the very authoritative sources and the relevant sources. You can also input the search locations like where the research perform. You can also input the research locations in your articles. We will continue further. See you in the next lecture.